Tritthart, National Technology Instructor, and this is part 2 of how real estate agents can compete against Zillow and other companies that are out there that are moving into the real estate market. So in the first session, we talked about how to build more than just a brand, that content matters on your website, create that depth. Part 2, we're going to focus on some of the allies that you have in this battle, in this competition, to hold on, but also not just hold on to your real estate market, but to grow your real estate share within this market. And one of the biggest allies for real estate agents out there that you need to understand more about who they are, what they do, and how they work is going to be Upstream. And it's upstreamre.com is the website. And this is something that multiple brokers across the United States are supporting. Gary Keller is behind this as well. And what it is, it's the ability for the brokers to control the MLS data in terms of who does it go to, which companies does it go to, how does it show, making sure that the agents are fairly shown when they have a listing out there. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more that goes with that. So I would suggest that agents out there become a little bit more educated about Upstream. Go and research it, understand why, in my opinion, this is something that all real estate agents should support. Then another tool that in this arsenal is predictive data. Data and content pretty much rule the world. A lot of people right now kind of give Zillow a hard time, not kind of, they give Zillow a hard time about their Zestimates. The Zestimates are completely off, and it's almost a joke. You see memes all the time on Facebook posts how somebody's goofing on Zestimates. Well, here's the thing, real estate agents. That's going to change. It already is starting to change. Zillow last week, right after they announced offers, Zillow last week announced that they have a $1 million data competition. Is there a data program out there? Is there somebody out there that can improve their algorithm? So the biggest weakness for Zillow for many, many years has been Zestimate. They are now focused on improving that. So if you want to be complacent and just kind of sit back and kind of make fun of them for having bad Zestimates, if you look up 2 years from now, they're not going to be bad anymore. And it may not even take 2 years. It's going to be shorter than that most likely. We need to evolve. We need to start using predictive data. We need to starting to use companies that are providing these type of tools to us. One of those companies that I would suggest that everybody check out, and there's a multitude out there, but one that I like, and the reason why I like them is I've seen agents who have gone out and used their services improve their business. I mean, Ben Kinney is one of them. The Loken Group is one of them. Minkiti Group out of DC is another one. I mean, there's a ton of agents, ton of groups that have been very successful with SmartZip. SmartZip is a predictive data company based out of California that will help you to determine who potentially, again, based on the data, is going to be moving in the next 6 months to a year. So you provide to them a certain area, a neighborhood, your farm, whatever the case may be. They'll run the numbers. They'll see how good their predictions were for the previous 12 months, and then they'll provide the pricing options for you to move forward if you want to move forward with them. This not only includes the data, but it also includes marketing pieces, a home value page, whatever the case may be. There's a ton of opportunities out there for you to gain your unfair share in the market by using predictive data companies like SmartZip. So I do suggest that you guys at least check it out. Go through the demo. Even if it's not for you, you at least understand what predictive data is all about and how that's going to improve your business. Another tool that's out there, and it's a big ally, is Facebook. Specifically your Facebook business pages. Real estate agents should create a Facebook business page. Now in my full workshops, we go through how to use Facebook effectively on the personal side and on the business page side. But just the fact that you go out and create a business page, I mean, good job. That doesn't mean that you're done. You can see right here I have almost 2,600 likes, but if I come down here to any of the posts that I've created that I have not boosted, only 251 people are going to see that post. In this case, only 127 are seeing this post. So your Facebook business page is the platform for you to start to do Facebook ads. And those ads can be boosted posts. Those ads can be Facebook ads themselves, or they can be ads that are created in Facebook Power Editor. And one of the benefits that Facebook is starting to provide, and they've started with Keller Williams, and I'm sure that there'll probably be some other brokerages that'll follow in line with this as well. But one of the things that's coming this summer, and this is summer 2017, is an integration between Keller Williams Realty and Facebook. They're going to show you how to create more impactful ads, what's going to be the key words to use, who are going to be your target demographics, and so forth. So it's going to be very powerful to create more effective ads on Facebook. Now, there is a balance to this. Just because you know how to create Facebook ads, just because Keller Williams agents have been provided this awesome tool to create more effective ads, doesn't mean you should do ads 24/7. One of the things that kind of provides Facebook fatigue is the amount of ads. So in my workshops that I again take around the United States and Canada, the key on all of this is moderation. I tell people in class, I said, if you drink too much water, you can die. If you do too many Facebook ads, it can hurt your business greatly. So be selective. Use the tools that are being provided to you, not just by Keller Williams and other brokerages that are going to partner with Facebook, but use the tools that are being provided to create those effective ads. And again, a lot of this falls into the data and the predictive data that comes with that. So another tool that you can use within Facebook and your Facebook business pages is the IATX. We talked about that in part 1 of this 4-part series about how you can go out and use different IDXs. And in this example, this is Playster. And if I come over here to the Allen, Texas community page, here's all the information that we added that was custom, that was unique about Allen, Texas. And then in addition to that, you have your IDX link that's providing all the current properties that are for sale in Allen. Well, if I copy that link and I come back over here to my business page, I can very easily go out and market this link. Don't just market your homepage. I mean, if you've created a website and you've got a pretty homepage and that's pretty much all you got, you're kind of stuck at that point. But what you can do is create the depth, create the content. And so now I've got this link, and this is a link that's going to link back to the Allen market. Now, I didn't find any photos on this page, and I've seen this happen before with Facebook. So we're going to try this little technique right here. I'm going to exit. I'm just going to refresh Facebook. Give it a second here to come up. This is all on the business page. Give it a second to work here. And when it comes back up, I'm going to put that link back in. And sometimes when I refresh Facebook, it will pull a photo. Now, if it still doesn't pull a photo, or it doesn't pull the photo that I want, I have the ability to add a photo in there that I choose. And I can pull that from my desktop. I can do whatever I want to do. So we're going to give it a second here. So fully refreshed. Here we go. We're going to put the link back in. We're going to give Facebook a second to read it. Now it found a photo. So it's a little Facebook bug that may sometimes come up. And so I can come down here and I can add more photos. I can also change anything that is in yellow right here. So I can change my call to actions. And I don't have to have the link here. I can put in text if I want to up here. And then notice that the link is going to be in the photo. Now if I hit publish, that's out on my business page. And like I said, you're going to get maybe a couple hundred people to see it. But I have the ability to boost that post. And I can boost a post, I can do a Facebook ad, or I can do a Facebook Power Editor. It's kind of like bronze, silver, and gold in terms of how you can market on Facebook, all the different levels. But this link that I've added, this link going back to an interior page that we created for a client, this whole process is called a static link dynamic data. That is a huge marketing element. So no matter what website you get created, whether it's Playster, whether it's a WordPress website, one of the things that you want to make sure that you have with your IDX, with your website designer, is the ability to have static links with dynamic data. So here's another static link with dynamic data on there. Those are perfect for you to go out and market on your website. And so you could market, if you were a SmartZip user, you could market any of the tools they provide to you, the home value page. Again, it's part of that predictive data. It's part of that content. Something else that we've created on our design team is we have a home worth page. And the home worth page can be easily installed into Playster. Very easy to use, very streamlined. Clients are going to fill this in. They are not going to get a Zestimate. They're not going to get any type of information coming back in terms of what an estimated home value is. What they are going to get notified is that the agent has received your information, is going to create a CMA that's customized to you. So that is your advantage, real estate agents. Take advantage of the ability to provide those CMAs, because in my opinion, I think that window of opportunity is going to start to shrink. As Zillow gets better with its estimates, it's going to be tougher and tougher to go out and do these home value estimates. So you need to strike quick and strike now with content, with the data that you're adding to your website, and using website companies like SmartZip and others that provide predictive data. Now, this home value page right here that you see for Lori and Joe Dobransky on their Playster website, that can actually be added to a WordPress platform. It can be added to any platform. So know that if I come over here and I click on the home value button on the home page of Kip's website, right here where it says home value, it's going to open up and it's going to give people the ability to fill this in and find out what's going on in the San Diego area in terms of home value. So use your allies that are out there, Upstream, companies like SmartZip. Make sure that you're creating a Facebook business page and not just putting just listed, just sold on there, individual properties. Go out and start to put in searches that contain your listings and other homes that are for sale, because if I get people to my website and they start to search, then they're going to start to click and I'm going to start to generate those leads. We want to drive them as much as we can to our interior pages. Content matters, data matters, and you still can be very, very viable in your niche area. So this is part 2 of how to compete with Zillow, and look for part 3 here in just a bit. Thanks so much.